Hello there and welcome to another interesting time on Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute potpourri of brand news, brand in focus and industry conversation, all in a mix, encompassing, thorough and in-depth, all aimed at promoting the brand idea. I'm Ogali Mafaru.
It's insightful, it's exciting, it's enriching. It's Marketing Edge on TV, a half-hour TV show on the business of brand management and the management of brand business. Marketing Edge on TV is a potpourri of juicy and exclusive industry news on brands, advertising, media, PR, brand and focus, industry conversation, and the entire gamut of integrated marketing communications business. It's a business show with glamour and grandeur. We serve you hot and sizzling with all ingredients in the mix. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
First on Marketing Edge on TV is brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of advertising, marketing, and communication. Now on brand news. Marketing Edge, Nigeria's foremost marketing and advertising publications, has announced a renowned global strategist and CEO Ogilvy Africa Vikas Mehta as its guest speaker for the 2021 Virtual Summit scheduled for August 26, 2021. According to a statement by the publisher CEO John Ajayi, while the annual summit has become a global event generating interest from IMC and beyond, it has brought extra pressure and rigor on the organizers to raise the bar of conversation through the selection of the best experts in the industry across the globe to discuss contemporary issues yearly. A strategist by training, Vikas' experience spans managing units across disciplines, including advertising, online and offline, digital transformation, social and experiential PR and influence. He believes in omnichannel approach to building brands, which creates a unified experience across customer touchpoints. President of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, AAAN, and CEO Extreme Ideas, Mr. Steve Abayeko, has canvassed for mergers and acquisition amongst creative agencies in the country. The president dropped a hint while giving his welcome speech during the umbrella body's 48th annual general meeting and congress, which held at the prestigious Golden Tulip Hotel in Ibadan. The global advertising figure specifically applauded some members of the association who have been demonstrating and embracing collaboration as a way of further enhancing business opportunities and growth. The president further explained that the industry has been dealt a devastating blow because of the general economic situation occasioned by the COVID-19, especially in the last 1 year within which his group had assumed the baton of leadership. Telecommunication service provider MTN has announced Lucky Number, a daily lottery service that allows subscribers enter their number to sequentially match a randomly selected MTN number from the pool of the total MTN active subscriber base. Players can subscribe or register for the service by sending the keyword WIN to the short code 4445. Note that the keyword is not case sensitive. Participants will then receive an SMS reply confirming registration. However, they will be placed in the daily draw after a successful deduction of 50 naira. According to MTN, you can register for the service with no airtime. However, you will be required to top up to enter the day's draw. MTN subscribers stand to win lots of prizes and airtime rewards ranging from 200 naira airtime to 100 million naira cash. Africa's biggest TV series Big Brother Naija Season 6 has kicked off with a 2-day groundbreaking premiere and unveiling of 22 housemates. The theme of this year's edition is Shine Your Eye and has 11 males and 11 females competing for the grand prize of 90 million naira on the 10-week-long reality TV show. BB Naija Shanya Eye comes with promises of fun, suspense, engagement, entertainment, and diverse plot twists as the housemates fight to emerge the winner by entertaining the growing fans and avoiding eviction from the house with the help of viewers who would vote to keep them on the show. According to the organizers, Big Brother Naija has been opened to people in diaspora. This means that millions of people will be interacting from home and abroad as well as have voting powers. As part of its CR&S week, which holds from Monday, July 26th to Friday, July 30th, 2021, First Bank Nigeria Limited is organizing a webinar focused on institutionalizing kindness in the cyber world as a way of life. The webinar, which has the theme Making the Cyber World a Kinder Place, is slated to hold on Friday, 30th July 2021 by 4 p.m. The meeting venue is Zoom. In a statement, the Nigerian leading financial institution said one of the key thrusts of the First Bank's corporate responsibility and sustainability drive is to integrate kindness into our daily life. In recognition of the giant strides of the present leadership of the regulatory agency to pretending advertising practice in Nigeria, Foremost Advertising School O2 Academy has honored the Registrar and CEO Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria APCON, Dr. Lekon Fadolapo. The APCON boss was honored with the Impact Award for Leadership during its courtesy visit to the school. The occasion was witnessed by stakeholders in the marketing communications industry, students, faculty, and the management board of the school. Meanwhile, the APCON registrar has announced that graduates of the O2 Academy would enjoy exemptions in the APCON professional certifications, noting that the quality and value of the O2 Academy education qualifies graduates for such exemptions. Leading pay TV service provider MultiChoice Nigeria has rolled out new features and expanded the product offerings on its DSTV business packages for businesses and corporate organizations in Nigeria. The new DSTV business packages are DSTV Work, DSTV Play, and DSTV Stay. The DSTV Work tiered into two categories, DSTV Work Ultra with 48 channels and DSTV Work Essential with 75 channels has been tailored to suit the business environment, while the DSTV Pay package tiered into three categories, DSTV Play Ultra with 86 channels, DSTV Play Essential with 61 channels, and DSTV Play Basic with 40 channels, aimed to enhance guest experiences and ensure that they are always entertained with their favorite sport programs and other first-class entertainment. When I was brand news, next is branding focus after this break.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make it calm down. It a form say it's sabi. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you not to pass your power. You want to show yourself, oh.
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
I need help, so please go to the market and get me everything I need to cook this food. Get my pepper and get my onions. I'm waiting. Do you know how to buy pepper? Do you know how to buy dashi? You won't even let my mother come and stay. I need help. You don't know how stressful it is taking care of these 3 kids. Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can you
meat.
switch to video call, please? Okay, get me that one. The one by your side. Yes.
Babe, please.
Where do I buy all these things now?
Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call Madam.
Berekete.
the heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 Naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Now on branding focus. Advances in MarTech have made all marketing digital, which means that all marketing is now measurable and accountable. So it's time to stop thinking about brand and performance as separate entities within marketing organizations. Brand and performance have always been intertwined, even though marketers haven't treated them that way. The reason marketers have drawn artificial lines between the two is not only because they're measured differently, but the brand is much harder to measure than performance. Think of brand marketing as planting a seed. You may not be able to see what the seed is doing after you plant it, but something that is not immediately observable and measurable in the short term is happening. Nevertheless, the creation of emotional connection and awareness with your customers, performance marketing is what comes after, similar to harvesting the crop that springs from the seed. Brand marketing without performance marketing is like planting the seeds and working away without tending to them. While performance marketing without brand marketing is like trying to harvest a dry, barren field. As a marketer, you need both to work in service of one another. If a brand is about emotional messaging, performance relies on a more rational approach. Any advanced marketer worth his or her salt understands the value of both. That's the reason digitally native brands are investing more in brand marketing and why established brands are becoming increasingly invested in performance marketing. For marketers who have yet to shift their attribution model last touch to multi-touch or customer lifetime value, this will be critical in bringing their brand and performance teams together, aligned around the greater goals that each ladder up to, which could be called brand performance. Doing this will help marketers win hearts and minds and also drive lasting shareholder value. When I was branding focus, next is industry conversation, where we have interactions with men and women who have been in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. Well, last week we started the conversation with the CEO of Extreme Ideas and the president of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, Steve Babayeko. Well, on industry conversation today, the part 2 of that conversation will be coming to you after this break.
He's not my real father. But you already know this, Lara darling.
Yes. But after 25 years.
She just told me who my real father is.
Baby, come inside now. Why is it in the car?
Introducing Glow YouTube plans. Feast your eyes from as low as 50 Naira for 1 hour. Simply dial *777#.
I need help, so please go to the market. And get me everything I need to cook this food. Get my pepper and get my onions. I'm waiting. Do you know how to buy pepper? Do you know how to buy dashi? You won't even let my mother come and stay. I need help. You don't know how stressful it is taking care of these 3 kids. Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can you
meat.
switch to video call, please? Okay, get me that one. The one by your side.
Okay, please. Where do I buy all these things now?
Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call madam.
Berekete. The heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 Naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
1xBet. Bet on any sport and win. Wow! Fun! Use promo code to get 200% bonus. 1xBet. Bets for every taste.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
As the 21st president of the AAAN, would you say the organization has come of age?
Well, it has. Anything that you've done in this country, you know how I love this country. You can see me wearing my Nigerian. I love this country. I love Nigeria so much. But at the same time, we cannot close our eyes to the challenges of this country. There are so many challenges that we're confronted with as Nigerians. And it is also my strong belief that that we will overcome them eventually if we find the will to attack them. But the association has come of age definitely because in a very difficult environment like ours, anything that you've done, and you've done consistently for over 4 decades, going on 5, like they say on the streets of Lagos, no be beans. So you know it's been a difficult journey, but we've continued to carry on. And that's why I said this presidency seat that I occupy now is being occupied by people like Dr. Biodun Shobanjo, Sir Steve Omojafo, Enyo Digbo, Udeme Ofort, Mrs. Bola Thomas, so many great names. So we cannot now, you can see that the weight is heavy, yes. But at the same time, I have to keep representing for this association so that we can then hand over the baton to the next generation and continue to forge ahead. So I'll say definitely, I think our industry has come of age.
So you talked about handing over the baton of leadership to the next dispensation. But currently, let's talk about the operations. What aspect of the operations in the association that you think should be significantly improved upon?
Well, I still think that we need to find a way to rethink our business model. Okay. As an industry, I always make fun when I'm talking to some of my colleagues. As advertising people, we're quick to sell. We're not so quick to collect our money. You can imagine, like, if you see the banking industry, once your money goes into that banking system, for you to get it out, you will sweat. And so as advertising people, I think we need to get more aggressive with the business side of our business. Okay. So, but because we are mostly creative people, sometimes we tend to just do the window dressing that comes with our business, all of the packaging that comes with being in our business. Okay. But there's an enterprise to be run. So one, I would like us to be more aggressive with tackling all of our business issues. 2, it's about training for our people. Okay. On one hand, we struggle with trying to train and increase the pipeline of talent coming into our industry. But it gets even more difficult now because now even if you find people and you train them, some of your clients are waiting to steal them. So all of those challenges are some of the areas I think we can better improve in our operation.
Well, you made mention of agencies should put business at the forefront, even as they look at the other creative ideas that are putting up together. Another question is, when you now have to consider the client, talking about cost to run a project, what would be your advice to creative agencies in trying to convince the clients for the need to commit more funds to advertising campaigns?
Well, sometimes it's, once you face the kind of economic headwinds that everybody is confronted with in the past 1 year, one of the first budgets to go will be advertising budget, which is wrong. Ideally, it is when the economy is down that people should advertise more, but I mean, the clients will do whatever they have to do anyway. But the thing is, I tell our people as well, this is the time to be more proactive. You see, this is not the time to wait for any client to give you a brief. Scan the environment, because in 2020, we found ourselves in a territory that both the client and agencies, we've never been there before. Okay. The last time there was a pandemic was maybe in 1917. Now we witnessed it in 2020. So it's not like the client had any foreknowledge or any experience in dealing with the pandemic. Yeah. So we're all in no man's land. So we all should, this is the time the agency should be more creative. Scan the environment. If you see anything, if you come up with any idea that you think will be beneficial for your client to help them win, suggest it before they even start to tell you. Okay. So I think that is the way we can get the clients to spend more money, okay. Yeah.
So how can creative agencies double on client satisfaction?
Well, when I started my career back in the days with Sachi, MC and Sachi, the Sachi team, they had one acronym. They said, they called it PICS, PICS, permanently infatuated clients. That was their motto in dealing with their clients. They wanted their client to be permanently infatuated with them and the ideas that they bring. I think that acronym still reigns true today. If you really want your client to be endeared to you, the thing is the quality of service you provide, because we're in the service business. You must be able to proactively take on some of the client's challenges. The client must see passion. They must see empathy, because we're like Siamese twins joined with the client at the head. Anything that happens to your clients is going to directly impact on you. So at the end of the day, the onus is on the agencies to always make sure that they create that very vibrant, convivial atmosphere between themselves and the client to get the client comfortable enough to do more business with them.
Okay, so apart from the digital, realities we're already finding ourselves as business persons, we're also in the age of social, interactions, using of social media platforms and all. How can creative agencies begin to leverage on the social media, community to serve their various clients?
Well, I say the awareness amongst agencies have grown tremendously in the past couple of years, because in the beginning, agencies they didn't take so seriously the ideas of being on social platform. But you can see the new agencies are giving the older agencies more run for their money. And for agencies like Extreme Ideas that I represent, us, we're always on socials. And that's how we're able to project some of the core values that we believe as agencies, and people who are following us can see what makes us tick. So I see an increasing awareness amongst agencies for the use of social medias and social platforms.
So how is your administration taking advantage of the collaboration in growing the agency's business in the new normal?
Well, the thing is if you look at Sir Steve Omoja for like the past decade, he's been screaming from the rooftop about mergers and acquisition happening within the industry. Somehow that hasn't happened, or it has happened, but not enough of it has happened. Let's put it that way. But now, every time I get the opportunity to speak to our colleagues, I always tell them, look at the telco industry. At some point, all the telcos had their own cell towers. Okay? So it was a race between all the telcos, who is going to build more towers and everything. But they didn't need any prophet to tell them that, look, we're dissipating energy. Let us share the cost of one tower and we'll co-locate. So if the telcos that are 100,000 times bigger than us are finding ways to collaborate, what's stopping us? But I'm also glad to report that within the past 1 year, I've seen a lot more interesting collaboration happening amongst our members, and that gives me hope for the future. So I think we are beginning to realize that, yes, we can compete, but like they say, cooperation is the new competition. So there must be a way we can collaborate and work together to achieve our objectives.
Well, why should clients turn to creative agencies despite the challenges bedeviling the business world?
Well, to be honest, I think we're partners. We've been partners. Creative agencies and clients have been partners for centuries. And no matter how technology tries to disrupt everything, I still think I see room for collaboration even going into the next century. And I say this with all sense of responsibility. People always say, oh, with technology and AI and artificial intelligence all disrupting the industry, maybe advertising agencies and creative people will go down. But I disagree, because I know technology will always have room in helping to boost creativity. Yes. But when you slice and dice everything, what is going to remain is the power of human beings to create and build brands. And I think with that, I'm convinced that there will always be collaboration between creative agencies, because we bring that magic, those ideas that help clients thrive in a very, very competitive landscape like Nigeria.
Personally, how do you feel in terms of your creative output and artistic direction?
Well, I think I feel great. I mean, I'm probably one of the oldest people in my office right now. Okay. I'm surrounded by lots of brilliant young men and women, you know, who every day continue to challenge me. And I always dare them, just surprise me, do something that I wish I did, you know. So that's where I am now. And as long as I have those young people always pushing the envelope, trying to show me that they are better than than I am, I'll continue to want to rise up to the challenge and say, I still have something. I'm not so old after all. So it's a win-win situation for me. I'm really happy to be surrounded by lots of young, brilliant people.
And you have impacted them a lot, I can see as well.
I hope so.
Well, thank you very much for being with us on Industry Conversation.
Thank you so much.
It has been an interesting one, speaking with the CEO of Stream Ideas and President of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, Steve Babaeko. It has been a wonderful time. Thank you again for being with us. Out of your busy schedule.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So do well to join us again for another interesting interaction on Industry Conversation. Same time next week. Bye for now.